the seller of idols. A very, very long time ago, there was a man in a village who was very famous. The name of this man was Azar. Azar used to sell idols. In this village, there was a very large building. Inside this building, there were many idols. The people used to bow down prostrate to these idols. Azar also used to bow down to these idols and worship them. Ibrahim Azar had a son who was very intelligent and sensible. His name was Ibrahim. Ibrahim saw the people bowing to the idols, and he saw them worshiping them. But Ibrahim knew that the idols were merely stones. He knew that the idols could not speak, and could not hear. He knew that they could cause no harm, and bring no benefit. He saw flies landing on the idols, and the idols could not push them away. He saw mice eating the food left for the idols, and the idols could not stop them. Ibrahim said to himself, "Why do people bow down to idols?" He asked himself, "Why do people ask things of idols?" Ibrahim's adversary Abram used to say to his father, "Oh my father, why do you worship these idols? Oh my father, why do you bow to them? Oh my father, why do you ask things of them? These idols do not speak or hear. They do not harm or benefit. Why do you place food and drink before them? These idols, oh my father, do not eat or drink." Azar would get angry and did not understand. Ibrahim would also advise his people, but they would get angry and did not understand. Breaking the idols, Ibrahim said, "I will break the idols when the people go away, and then perhaps they will understand." A day of festival arrived, and the people rejoiced. The people went out for the celebration, and the children went out too. Ibrahim's father was leaving and said to Ibrahim, "Will you not go out with us?" Ibrahim replied, "I am sick." So the people went, and Ibrahim remained in the house. Ibrahim went to the idols and spoke to them, "Will you not speak? Talk to me. Do you not hear? Here is food and drink. Will you not eat? Will you not drink?" The idols remained silent, for they were stones that could not speak. Ibrahim said, "What is wrong with you that you do not speak?" The idols remained silent. Then, Ibrahim became angry. He took an axe and struck the idols with it, breaking them all. He left only the biggest idol and hung the axe around its neck. Who did this? The people returned and entered the house of idols. They wanted to bow down to them because it was a festival day, but the people were shocked and astonished. They were sorrowful and angry. They said, "Who has done this to our gods?" Some said, "We heard a youth talking about them. He is called Ibrahim." They said to him, "Did you do this to our gods, O Ibrahim?" He said, "Rather, this big one did it. Ask them if they can speak." The people knew that idols were stone. They knew stones could not hear or speak. They knew that the biggest idol was also just a stone, that it could not walk, move, or break other idols. They said to Ibrahim, "You know that these do not speak." Ibrahim said, "Then how do you worship idols when they cannot harm or benefit? How do you ask of them when they cannot speak or hear? Do you not understand anything? Do you have no sense?" The people fell silent and were ashamed. The cool fire. The people gathered and said, "What shall we do? Ibrahim has broken the idols and insulted the gods." They asked, "What is the punishment for Ibrahim?" The answer was, "Burn him and support your gods." And so it was. They lit a massive fire and threw Ibrahim into it. But Allah helped Ibrahim and said to the fire, "O fire, be cool and safety for Ibrahim." And so it was. The fire became cool and safe for Ibrahim. The people saw that the fire did not harm him. They saw that Ibrahim was happy and safe. The people were amazed and confused. "Who is my Lord?" One night, Ibrahim saw a star. He said, "This is my Lord." But when the star set, Ibrahim said, "No, this is not my Lord." Ibrahim saw the moon and said, "This is my Lord." But when the moon set, he said, "No, this is not my Lord." The sun rose, and Ibrahim said, "This is my Lord. This is bigger." But when the sun set at night, Ibrahim said, "No, this is not my Lord." Verily, Allah is ever living and does not die. Allah is everlasting and does not disappear. Allah is strong, and nothing overpowers him. The star is weak. The morning overcomes it. The moon is weak. the sun overcomes it. The sun is weak. The night and the clouds overcome it. The star cannot help me because it is weak. The moon cannot help me, and the sun cannot help me. Allah helps me, for Allah is living and does not die, everlasting and does not disappear, strong and nothing overpowers him. Ibrahim knew that Allah was his Lord. He knew Allah is the Lord of the stars, the moon, the sun, and the Lord of all the worlds. Allah guided Ibrahim and made him a prophet and a friend. Khalil. Allah commanded Ibrahim to invite his people and forbid them from worshipping idols. Ibrahim's Khalil Ibrahim called his people to Allah. He said to his people, "What do you worship?" They said, "We worship idols." Ibrahim said, "Do they hear you when you call? Or do they benefit you or harm you?" They said, "Nay, but we found our fathers doing so." Ibrahim said, "I do not worship these idols. I am an enemy to these idols. I worship the Lord of the worlds, He who created me, and it is He who guides me, who gives me food and gives me drink. And when I am ill, it is He who cures me, who will cause me to die, and then will bring me to life. Idols do not create or guide. They do not feed anyone or give drink. If someone is sick, they do not cure him. They do not cause death, nor do they bring life. Before the king there was a king in the city, a very great and very unjust king. People used to prostrate to the king. The king heard that Ibrahim prostrated only to Allah and to no one else. The king became angry and summoned Ibrahim. Ibrahim came, fearing no one but Allah. The king said, "Who is your Lord, O Ibrahim?" Ibrahim said, "My Lord is Allah." The king said, "Who is Allah, O Ibrahim?" Ibrahim said, "He who gives life and causes death." The king said, "I give life and cause death." The king called for a man and killed him. He called for another man and let him go free. He said, "I give life and death. I killed a man and let a man go." The king was very dull-witted, as is every polytheist. Ibrahim wanted to make the king and his people understand. Ibrahim said to the king, "Verily, Allah brings the sun from the east, so bring it yourself from the west." The king was bewildered and fell silent. He was ashamed and found no answer. Calling his father Ibrahim wanted to call his father to the truth as well. He said, "O my father, why do you worship that which hears not, sees not, and cannot avail you in anything? Oh, my father, do not worship Satan. Oh, my father, worship the most merciful Ar-Rahman." Ibrahim's father got angry and said, "I will stone you, so leave me alone. Do not say anything." Ibrahim was patient and gentle. He said to his father, "Peace be upon you. I will leave this place and call upon my Lord." Ibrahim was very sad. He decided to go to another land to worship his Lord and call people to Allah. To Makkah, Ibrahim's people were angry. The king was angry, and his father was angry. Ibrahim decided to travel to another land. Ibrahim left his city and bade farewell to his father. He headed toward Makkah, accompanied by his wife, Hajar. Makkah had no grass and no trees. Makkah had no wells and no rivers. Makkah had no animals and no humans. Ibrahim arrived in Makkah and stayed there. Then, he left his wife Hajar and his son Ismail there. When Ibrahim turned to leave, his wife, Hajar said, "Where are you going, my master? Are you leaving me here? Are you leaving me where there is no water and no food? Did Allah command you to do this?" Ibrahim said, "Yes." Hajar said, "Then He will not let us be lost." The well of Zamzam Ismail became thirsty. His mother wanted to give him water. But where was the water? Makkah had no well and no river. Hajar searched for water, running from Safa to Marwa, and from Marwa to Safa. Allah helped Hajar and Ismail. He created water for them. The water gushed forth from the earth. Ismail drank, and Hajar drank. The water remained. It became the well of Zamzam. Allah, blessed Zamzam. This is the well from which people drink during Hajj, and they take Zamzam water back to their countries. Have you drunk Zamzam water? Ibrahim's dream. After some time, Ibrahim returned to Makkah. He met Ismail and Hajar. Ibrahim was overjoyed with his son Ismail. Ismail was a small boy, running and playing, going out with his father. Ibrahim loved Ismail very much. One night, Ibrahim saw in a dream that he was slaughtering Ismail. Ibrahim was a truthful prophet, and his dreams were true. Ibrahim was the friend of Allah, so he wished to do what Allah commanded him in the dream. Ibrahim said to Ismail, "I see in a dream that I am sacrificing you. So look, what do you think?" Ismail said, "O my father, do that which you are commanded. You shall find me, if Allah wills, of the patient." Ibrahim took Ismail with him and took a knife. When Ibrahim reached Mina, he prepared to sacrifice Ismail. He laid Ismail down on the ground. Ibrahim wanted to sacrifice him and placed the knife upon Ismail's throat. But Allah only wished to see if his friend would do what he commanded, and if he loved Allah more or his son more. Ibrahim passed the test. Allah sent Gabriel with a ram from paradise, and said, "Sacrifice this, and do not sacrifice Ismail." Allah loved Ibrahim's action, so he commanded the Muslims to offer sacrifice on the day of Eid al-Adha. May Allah send peace and blessings upon Ibrahim the friend. May Allah send peace and blessings upon his son Ismail. The Kaaba. Ibrahim left and returned later. He wanted to build a house for Allah. There were many houses, but there was no house where Allah alone was worshipped. Ismail wanted to build the house for Allah with his father. Ibrahim and Ismail carried stones from the mountains. Ibrahim built the Kaaba with his hands, and Ismail built with his hands. Ibrahim remembered Allah and prayed, and Ismail remembered Allah and prayed, "Our Lord, accept this from us. Indeed, you are the hearing, the knowing." Allah accepted it from Ibrahim and Ismail, and blessed the Kaaba. We face the Kaaba in every prayer. Muslims travel to the Kaaba during the days of Hajj. They walk around Tawaf the Kaaba and pray near it. May Allah bless the Kaaba and accept from Ibrahim and Ismail. Peace and blessings be upon Ibrahim. Peace and blessings be upon Ismail. Peace and blessings be upon Muhammad. Bayt al-Maqdis, Jerusalem. Ibrahim had another wife named Sarah. Ibrahim had another son from Sarah named Ishaq Isaac. Ibrahim lived in Ash-Sham, the Levant or Syria area, and Ishaq lived there. Ishaq built a house for Allah in Ash-Sham, just as his father and brother built a house for Allah in Makkah. This mosque that Ishaq built in Ash-Sham is Bayt al-Maqdis, the holy house. It is the Al-Aqsa Mosque, whose surroundings Allah has blessed. Allah blessed the children of Ishaq just as he blessed the children of Ismail. Among them were prophets and kings. Ishaq had a son named Jacob, who was a prophet. Jacob had 12 sons. Among them was Joseph, son of Yusuf has a wonderful story in the Quran.